Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
The Jackson County Fair Board, in conjunction with Total Media, proudly present Neil McCoy. Neil McCoy. Saturday, July 15th at the Jackson County Fair. VIP track access seats now available for only $30, which includes admission to the fair. Get tickets now at JacksonCooHfair.com or at the Total Media Studios in Jackson.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. Of course, Jennifer here to start off your Tuesday with a severe allergy attack, so you're just going to have to deal with the glasses and whatnot. And our guest has way cooler glasses than I do, so I'm really upset about that.
I apologize. So
I think she's talking
I
about
think
me.
I was talking about the purple
yeah.
ones.
all right, I digress.
No,
So.
you've got normal glasses.
Okay.
He's got, like,
These are called eye bobs. You ever heard of eye bobs?
eye bobs.
Eye bobs.
I've heard of doggles,
Well,
but no, I've never heard of eye bobs.
yeah, I had somebody tell me about them. And so when you get on there, the first thing I thought of was, do you remember the old Navy commercials in the 90s? And the old lady, she had real, like, eccentric. That's what it reminds me of.
Okay.
So you can get really unique
Like crazy.
readers and prescription glasses. Yeah,
Got you. Is it like a website?
it is.
Eye bobs.
Eye bobs. I
Free
know.
plug
Who
for eye
knew?
bobs.
We
Eye
don't
bobs.
even know them, but
Doing all the allergy stuff. Send me some glasses so that this girl can see. Okay. Because the eye doctor says so. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. So we are going to be talking about some really, really cool events coming up here in actually kind of the Wellston area, but it's for our whole community.
Absolutely.
So first off, would you guys introduce yourselves? Tell everybody who you are and what organization you're with.
My name is Jason Swisher. I'm the music director for LifeSource Apostolic Church, and I am one of the co-coordinators of Hope Week.
yeah. And I'm Michael Williams. Attend church with Jason at LifeSource, and I'm the other co-coordinator for Hope Week.
So your two co's make a
Co-people.
We
Co-people.
hope that between the two of us, we make up at least one brilliant mind.
I think so. Well, it sounds like something has gone well because you all have created an amazing event that's coming up, and it's going to be like multiple days and all kind of great things. So could you tell everybody a little bit, first off, maybe about the church and where it's located and all that?
Absolutely. We attend LifeSource Apostolic Church that is pastored by Michael Yadanerchek. It's at 110 Driving Park Road, which is right in front of the fairgrounds. And,
Yeah, you pass it if you go to the fairgrounds.
Absolutely. And basically, this is an opportunity for us to give back to our community, specifically Wellston, Jackson County, Southeast Ohio. And this region is worth our time and worth our effort. Our people are valuable, and we feel like this is worthwhile because our people deserve this. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's just everybody's been through a lot, and
Absolutely.
and not only with the pandemic, but just a lot of things in general, and a lot of people where we all continue to struggle and have issues and all of that. So I think what you're doing is going to be just amazing.
Right. And I think that's exactly how this event was born.
Yeah, I love
because it's simply an effort to have a positive event in the community because of COVID, because of everything that our entire country has been through. And it doesn't take you very long to watch or listen to the news, and you realize that we live in a crazy world and a lot of strange things are happening all over the place. So Hope Week is just it's an opportunity to offer encouragement and fellowship with the entire community. There's not any ulterior motives or anything like that. We just want to, during COVID, a lot of people may remember that Pastor Jay and a lot of the people with LifeSource, we would meet in the gravel lot that's behind the building there on 2nd and Penn, and we would have street services. And so people would drive by. There was a lot of great feedback from that. And so haven't really had an opportunity to do that over the last couple of years. But in that same vein, that's where Hope Week's coming from. So it's just going to be kind of a larger event instead of these once a week small events. We're going to have a large event that's over the course of 3 days. So
and it's going to be a time to heal and to celebrate and all of that, because I feel like woke up this morning, another mass shooting in the United States. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. Good grief, Pete had a story yesterday of a shooting in Jackson outside of a bar. Like, I mean, what is going, someone not shooting someone, but shooting a gun. And I'm just like, whoo, there's a lot of anger and things going on. And we need to kind of maybe take a step back and celebrate each other and
absolutely
and support each other. Right.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about some of the events that will be going on, because you guys have it is an incredible schedule of things.
Right. So I think Thursday
and that's this coming Thursday.
That's this coming Thursday, right? So when I mentioned the street services that LifeSource would hold on the back of that building, that's a lot what Thursday night's basically going to be. It's going to be a lot like our old street services. I say old, but it was just a couple years ago, that we were doing that.
A time we just wish to not remember.
Right. So just coming out in the community, having music, having a good time of fellowship with anybody that wants to show up. And that's really Thursday to kind of kick this thing off. Friday, though, is going to be, it's also for everybody, but it's kind of slightly geared toward high school, middle school youth. And so what's really neat about that is the district with the Assemblies of the Lord Jesus Christ. So that's the organization that LifeSource is affiliated with.
Okay.
So their district is going to use that as a district youth rally. So we will have other churches there, a lot of teenagers there, but we want our Wellston kids to come out. We want anybody that, middle school, high school. It's going to be geared toward youth, but of course anybody is welcome. And so that's Thursday and Friday. And Jason can tell you more about Saturday. That's kind of the big day. Saturday is an all-day thing, a lot of stuff going on. The other 2 nights start at, I know Thursday is 7?
Correct. And Friday is 7:30.
Okay.
Okay.
Saturday is an all-day thing, and I'll let him go over the details of that.
Well, Jennifer, Saturday is going to start at 11 o'clock with a cornhole tournament, and that is $10. That's the only part of Hope Week that is going to cost anyone just to buy the prizes is all. And that starts at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay, that's awesome. How fun. And that will be at the church?
No, that's going to be downtown.
In downtown Wellston?
Right.
Approximately where?
At 2nd and Penn on the corner there. We have the road blocked off there. They're blocking it off this morning.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So this is where all the events are going to happen, is downtown Wellston.
Okay, so not at the church.
Correct.
In downtown Wellston. Okay,
Correct.
So keep that in mind. Although the church would be a wonderful venue too, but
Right.
Yeah,
but,
we got the room, but maybe in the future. So
yeah, and again, it's not about the church; it's about the community.
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
Whatever. So
correct.
we want everyone to feel comfortable and
Absolutely.
feel welcome.
Yeah, everyone. This is for us. This is for Southeast Ohio. So after the cornhole tournament, and then we're going to leave the cornhole boards open. So if they want to play all day, that's fine.
Okay.
So at 2:00, the children's ministry of LifeSource Apostolic, it is called Kids Livewire. And we are going to do a
Cute.
presentation. We're going to do a presentation that targets nursery through about the 4th grade. Laura Hayes is the coordinator of that. And we're going to try and give a message of hope for that age group. And we're going to do that for about an hour. We're going to have some special music for them and some object lessons. And immediately following the kids' Livewire presentation at 3 o'clock, we're going to feed our community for free. So what we're going to do is we're smoking a bunch of meat. We're getting 18 pork shoulders, 4 briskets. We're going to be showcasing. There's a friend of ours at LifeSource, Mark Walters. He has a business he's starting called Smoking Marks,
Yum.
and he's going to be using his signature brisket rub on the brisket. So we're going to have 4 briskets. We're going to get about 300 hot dogs, 100 hamburgers, 1,200 cans of ski.
Gotta have the ski.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wellston event, you gotta have the ski. Right?
And then
The
about
city of Wellston won't sleep for, a week, but
that is the goal. That parents, you are welcome. But we're going to do about 500 cans of the Jim Cream soda with some bottled water. We're going to give everyone a slice of banana bread, a bag of chips. And we just want you to be our guest. We want to feed our community with a fine meal, something that was methodical and excellent. And then at 3:30, as everyone's starting to enjoy the food and getting in line for that, we're going to have a group from Parkersburg, West Virginia called the Smith Family Singers.
So you're not singing?
No, not this time. Not this time.
I expect the 2 co-coordinators to be the co-entertainment.
Well, I will be playing. I'm the music director, so I'll be spearheading our band on Thursday and Friday night.
Okay.
But
then
I'll
we'll
be
let you off the hook.
Yeah. Thank you. And but one exciting part, probably the apex of Hope Week, is at 5 o'clock. We're having open rail. And
oh man,
they're going to be doing a live recording downtown Wellston, and we're looking for as many to come out. So the Wellston High School is letting us borrow some bleachers, and we're also encouraging everyone to bring a camper's chair with a cup holder. That way we have a huge area for you to set up, sit, enjoy the wonderful meal that we are preparing for you, and enjoy some absolutely fantastic music.
Yeah. I mean, I know Open Rail's been around a while now, but if you're out there and you've never had an opportunity to see Open Rail live, they put on a wondrul show. It's a great, wholesome evening. I've gone to the Marquee to see them before. I've taken my girls, and they're a really great group. They're talented individuals.
They are, and they are rotten to the core, but in the best way possible.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so fun. So we're looking forward to that for sure. And one thing I noticed you didn't mention is we're also going to have bounce houses.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
Buckeye inflatables.
There's stuff to do for people of all ages.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an event for the entire family. It's wholesome, it's positive, and our goal is that you walk away and be like, you know what? I've got a little bit of hope. Because one thing too...
Yeah, I feel better about the world than when I came here.
Right, absolutely. And then Friday night, our keynote speaker is Officer Jay, the school resource officer of Wellston City School. And he'll be giving us a great message on Friday night as well. So this is targeted for the entire family. Everyone, this is a safe environment, and this is just something that we're excited about. We want to see a lot of people there. We started a Facebook page about 3 weeks ago, and some of our reels, our total combined views on our reels are over 11,000 right now.
Wow.
We've engaged through the metrics of Facebook. We've reached 20,000 people on Facebook. So doesn't mean there's going to be 20. Yeah. It's hard to gauge because this is a cold event. This is our startup. But we have people that are helping us do this. We have a great network of people we're partnering with. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a great time. Absolutely. So,
And it takes a village, and I know that you guys
Absolutely,
can't
yes.
even begin to to thank all of the folks I'm sure that are
Absolutely.
that are helping along the
Absolutely.
way, and that have given some sponsorships
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. But just know that you're all appreciated, and
Well, thank you.
this is an amazing event.
Yeah, we're excited. At the end of the day, this is what we're offering Southeast Ohio, some hope at the end of the day. So,
And we have had a couple specific sponsors as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, we again, it is hard. There's many people that have helped in many different
Yeah.
ways, but there's also a couple businesses that I do think it's important to mention that
Sure.
have specifically said, we want to give to
Yes.
this cause. And so Rocket Dairy Corner, owned by Randy and Barb Prater now, they have contributed to this event financially.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
thank them. And again, Rocket, the Dairy Corner has been around for a long time. So a lot of people have had an opportunity to patronize that business and to taste their food. But to me, I know their footlongs are great. People rave about the sauce,
Mm-hmm.
the veal, Jackson County veal sandwich. So, if you haven't stopped by Rocket Dairy Corner in a while, please be sure to go out and buy a sandwich or something from her as a thank you for this event, especially if you come to this event and you've enjoyed it. Okay, these are the people that have kind of helped make it possible, and Barb Prater was one of them.
Love
Yeah.
that.
And then R.M. Williams Funeral Service also was a contributor.
Do you know them?
I think I do. They're pretty good people over there. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's that handsome family
Right,
up
yeah,
there?
right.
Yeah, and I will,
Look at that.
and I will say that, we're playing music in the church since I've been 11 years old, and I'm 49, so it's been a while.
A few years is what we like to say here.
Yes.
Jason won't brag on himself, but he's pretty talented.
Well, one part of what I do is playing funerals. And I will say this, that, I've had to play funerals all over the United States just through people I know. I was honored. Our pastor, Michael Yadnerchek, his father passed away a little over a year ago, and I was honored to play in that funeral in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But I will say this about R.M. Williams. The work that they do for the family, and when you go in and the presentation of your loved one is there, how wonderful they look. I know that's somewhat morbid, but you're in good hands. And
Yeah.
losing a loved one is incredibly hard. It's tough. It's just very emotionally draining on you.
Yeah, it is.
But when you go to R.M. Williams Funeral Home, you're taken care of. He has a great staff, and your loved one is going to be very well remembered. So,
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I'll follow up with this, that we try to operate under the same principles that Hope Week is going to operate under. And so
Sure.
I had said what I mean by that is I'd said on the radio earlier that Jesus gives us the two greatest commandments, which is love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. So we've kind of shortened that. Our church has a tagline that's loving God, loving people.
Mm.
And
That-
so that
Well,
encompasses the two commandments. And
Pretty
so
much
pretty
covers
much
the gamut, doesn't it?
everything that we're doing, I appreciate the kind words that you've said about what we do at the funeral home, but it comes out of the heart to serve, and it comes from that mission of loving God and loving people, which is exactly the same notion that's going behind this Hope Week.
yeah.
Is
Sure.
to love our community,
Yeah, we love Wellston.
build it up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
encouragement, just people to have a good, wholesome time, and
Yeah,
leave
Wellston
feeling
deserves
good.
this. Wellston is full of, just like Jackson, Oak Hill, our county, Wellston is full of wonderful people. They are invaluable. People are invaluable. People deserve to be invested in.
Yeah.
People deserve to be empowered with hope, and this is what we're doing. So,
You know, and I'm so glad that you all said that. It's just sometimes it's easier to believe the bad stuff than the good, and
absolutely.
see the bad in people than the good, and whatever. But you're right. Every human is valuable,
Absolutely.
and we all mean something to somebody.
Yeah,
right.
and
Even if you don't think you do.
Yeah, we all got, that's the thing. Every person that's in this room, in this studio, that's in Jackson or Wellston, we've all had our very tough moments in life, whatever that is. However you describe a tough moment, whether you've been abused or mistreated by this person, or you've had financial horror in your life.
Right.
Everyone needs some hope. And whether
Yeah.
you're battling addiction or whatever that is, we are asking you to come be a part of this day, because you can come and relax, get a good meal. There's the messages
that would just
of
be
hope.
nice, the relaxed part.
Yeah.
And eat.
Yeah, and I think the weather forecast is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That day.
Somebody's shining over top of you. I don't know who it is,
It's
but
partly sunny, 75. There is a slight, small chance of rain, but
we're getting a tent on Saturday.
just in case.
Yeah, it's a 40 by 60 that'll have tables to eat, and you can still see the stage from the tent. So even if it spits the rain a little bit, you'll stay dry. So.
And just the guys from Open Rail, they were just here on the program a couple, 2 weeks ago, maybe something like that. And, as I said, they are rotten to the core in all the best ways possible, because they are truly God-fearing people, but they are fun, and they are truly, truly friends. And how you get that much talent in one group of friends, I don't I don't know. But if you have not seen them perform, please take the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Even if you're like, you know what, because they sing rock, they sing country, they sing gospel, they sing all of it. So if you say, oh, I don't want to listen to that churchy kind of music, you're in for a treat.
And they're talking to Brian Eisen. I remember when I contacted him, because I had to get some information about what they needed for the sound purposes, but someone had told me that they were looking to do a live recording, and they were looking to do it at the Marquee. So I beat the Marquee to the punch that I offered. I said, Brian, let's do a live recording. And he said, absolutely. So
if you're there, you're going to be part of a live recording from a nationally known band.
Isn't that kind of neat?
I mean, who doesn't want to say?
On the streets of Wellston, Ohio.
My sneeze was on that recording.
Right. We were teasing with the guys on the radio. They're like that shout on the second track.
That woohoo was me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just really neat to know that that's going to happen.
Yeah,
and I think it's Open Rail's first live recording.
Yeah, it is. So
for no other reason, come out and be a part of that crowd
for sure.
And depending on how it goes next year, I'm going to be talking to Open Rail, and next year we're looking to make this a little bit bigger. But we got to handle it. It has to be something that we can handle, because the sponsorship of this is basically, Hope Week. The money is a one-way direction. We don't generate any money off this. This is something that we're doing. This is LifeSource Apostolic's privilege to give to our community.
Yep.
So, we partner with different businesses to help us pay for this, but this isn't something that there's no money. And hold me to my word, Hope Week is always going to be free for everybody. So whatever we do, it's free.
And I think the thing is obviously when you throw an event like this, you know that it is going to cost money.
Yeah.
And we were
more
not,
than anyone will know.
We weren't aggressive on trying to raise money from the community on purpose. I mean, yes, there were a couple businesses, Milton Bank, had given a donation as well. There were a few businesses that donated, but we purposefully did not go out and ask, because this is something that we want to do for the community, not nickel and dime the community members and the businesses
you've got
to pay for it.
Yeah, you have to want to partner with us, because this is a thing. I'm not going to solicit every business in Jackson County.
Right.
Sure.
We're going to put this on. We want you to come, and if you feel like, hey, I find this worthwhile, we want to partner with you. That's what we're doing. We're not trying to. This is just something that costs a lot of time and energy, as well as financial resources. But again, it's worth it. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's for all the right reasons. Sure. And again, everybody sitting in this room and everybody listening to this today either is struggling right as we speak. We've all just gone through a global pandemic, which
Absolutely.
None of us have ever gone through, and God forbid we ever have to go through it again. So there are a lot of struggles out there, and obviously, if you turn on the news every day, there's some crazy stuff, crazy things going on, both locally and globally, and so just come and spend the weekend in a positive manner, and then we can all go back to the craziness later on.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
just enjoy and take that time.
Maybe even
relax.
Maybe even call it the kickoff of the summer, right? I know that summer doesn't officially begin until June, but
hey, we're okay with kicking off summer early.
Let's kick it off early. School's almost out for a
Yep.
lot of the districts in the area.
Yep.
So
yeah, we have a Jackson High School soon to be graduate sitting over there. I know he's counting down the days, right, Dylan?
Yep, definitely.
Are you ready to be out of there?
Yeah, I really am.
Are you going to be sad?
No, not at all.
Yeah. and just
spoken like a true senior.
And just so everyone knows, LifeSource is trying to get Dylan to become one of our interns here soon for our live stream. Think about it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows now, so we got to look forward to that.
Did he just put pressure on you? Is that what just happened?
Oh, the pressure's on.
Come on.
High five, air high five.
No, that's so good. And but yeah, the kids are, they're ready to get out of school. I know the teachers are ready to get out of school too.
Yes. And my son is a teacher, and he is ready. So
yeah, give your kids teachers, just hug a teacher, because they have a lot going on right now.
Absolutely. So
it costs nothing to be kind.
Yeah,
I say that all the time.
Hope is free.
Yeah, and that's such a good lesson to learn.
Yep.
It's easy. It's so easy, but every day I encounter people that I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not always on my best behavior either, right? We all have those days.
None of us are.
We all have those days that maybe we're grumpy or something like that. But I try to generally live my life by the fact that kindness is free, and it's easy to be kind to people. And if you're in a position, a pastor, a funeral director, a counselor, if you're in a position to where some of the intimate, personal, confidential details of someone's life, you start looking at the world a little bit differently, because you realize that all of the people that you see, but you don't know those secrets, those life events, they're there. But they're just not sharing it with people. And so you realize everybody has these issues, and you start to realize that you just need to be kind to everybody, because you never know what they're going through.
Goes back to my favorite word, empathy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone just had some empathy, we'd have world peace.
I mean, this might seem like a tangent, but a funny example is like when you're driving down the road, and I never want to be one of the persons, and I'm like looking in my mirror thinking someone's tailing me. and then you get mad, you start getting the road rage, you start trying to brake
Slam on your brakes.
Well, here's the thing, is that person that's telling you might have an emergency that they're trying to get to.
Sure.
Because I've been in that position.
Yes.
To where I'm not trying to tail somebody on purpose. I'm just trying to, at the first opportunity I can, get around them because I'm responding to a family emergency or whatever. So in general, I'm like, always give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Always.
And you have to just assume in your mind, instead of waking up and thinking that people are bad,
Absolutely.
the majority of people are very good.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. And
Yeah.
and to tie this back to Hope Week, I think these are the kind of things that possibly we're trying to instill in our entire community. Let's be more family oriented. Let's be more forgiving toward one another. Let's have empathy for everyone.
Empathy.
Yeah.
So
Look it up.
it just it takes a village, but if we can keep reinforcing that in one another, then we can change this community, change the
Yeah.
region.
Agreed. And I think one of you mentioned it earlier, this just by nature, Appalach and, Southeastern Ohio where we live are some of the most helpful, kindest,
True.
friendly folks. So we already have that going for us.
Right.
Absolutely.
We have it going for us way more than the big cities
Yes,
and,
we do.
and
We do.
all of that.
Mhm.
So, we don't have that much further to go. We can
Right.
do it.
Right.
Yeah, we're there. I mean, through my occupation, I'm a pipe fitter for a living, and I've worked from Baltimore, Maryland to Hastings, Nebraska, and everywhere in between. And Wellston, I live there on purpose. I love my town. I love the people in my town. My house burnt down in 2014, and I'm going to tell you what, Wellston had my back. People in that community helped us, including the Red Cross. But, this is just part of us giving back. They've given so much to us. My son has done big things. He came out of Wellston's music program, and he's went through Ohio University. And, being from Wellston, he competed at such a high level in music, and now he's a music teacher, a band director.
He's part of the 110.
Yeah, part of the 110.
Nice.
He was tuba his freshman year. He was the tuba player of the year for the 110. And he's from Wellston, and we took him to competitions all over the U.S.
Absolutely.
And a kid from Wellston was beating people with a lot more opportunity and resource.
And that
We're awesome.
I can kind of piggyback off that because we do a scholarship. COVID threw a wrench into some of that, but we were back up again this year doing a scholarship for a Wellston High School graduate. And you wouldn't believe the applications that we get.
I know, it's almost like, dang it, they're all so good.
Yeah. So to read through the applications, to see these kids, what they're involved in, what their aspirations are. The point is we've got some really, really amazing talent coming out of the city of Wellston or in Southeast Ohio.
Yeah. Jackson County.
Right. And so good things are happening.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
They
Great
are.
things are happening, and we want to be a part of that, and we want to share with everyone. So,
and I will say, back to the tragedy type thing is this area in general. I have never seen a community bind together as much
All the time.
as our area in times of tragedy.
Yep.
But here's where I think we fail sometimes is we've got to learn to celebrate the wins of other
Yes.
people.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if we're talking about, the positive aspects of our community and how Hope Week is going to try to undergird and foster those and develop them even more, we have to also be realistic in the fact that, right, we've got some negative attributes. And I think that there's a lot of people that have moved here from outside areas and they say, I've never seen a community not be able to celebrate the wins of other people. So I don't know if sometimes there's a jealousy at work or there's an envy at work.
Or there's pride at work.
Pride at work.
I think a lot.
And so what
We're
I would like to
prideful people
do
here.
is, let's use this event as a way to attack some of those negative or attributes that we know we all have that are part of all of us, but we've got to kind of beat that part down and focus on the positive.
yeah, I mean,
and it doesn't happen overnight. So
No, it doesn't.
So
It's
what I
cultural.
say is to be a part of my county, be for my county, go Rockets and go Iron Men.
You can say it.
That's
You
right.
can say it.
well, here's the thing,
Dylan.
I graduated in 2005 from Wellston High School. So Wellston alumni, but I've got a bunch of cousins. They're all Vinton County. My nephew plays for Vinton County right now, so we're sporting our maroon.
Hey, we could celebrate
And then
all of it.
by the time he graduates, I've got my other nephew who's going to be on the football team here in Jackson. He's already in. So in about 3 years, we'll turn in our burgundy for our red.
Dang it, you're going to have to buy all new clothes.
Right. So absolutely. And I think that's probably the case for a lot of people because we've got family spread about. So we really are in this together. Jackson, Wellston, Vinton County, Oak Hill. You know, you've got connections to every single one of those schools, every single one of those areas. And so
let's not like be individual little pies. Let's be one giant pie.
And
right.
One person or one organization that I incredibly want to thank is Total Media. I started dealing with Derek and the zip printing when we started doing some of our promotional items for Hope Week. Derek sat down with me and gave us a strategy. The reason that the Hope Week Facebook page, if you look it up, Hope Week on Facebook, the reason that has been successful is because Total Media helped us develop a strategy to promote Hope Week. They've been with us. I'll tell you what, they're one of the most important partners of Hope Week is Total Media. Absolutely. So if you are a business or an organization, Total Media is your answer to get the word out. And they're helping us be excited for this because they've helped us reach Jackson County. So I want to say thank you to everyone at Total Media. So,
well, it's all of our pleasure to promote good things going on in our area.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, is there anything else you guys wanted to chat about while you're here?
You know what? I think we've talked a lot of paint off the wall, but it's whatever you want to do.
No, I'm good.
I think it's been great, and we just hope that everybody comes out.
Thank you. Absolutely.
I looked at the clock; it was like 9:14, and then I don't know where the last,
Dylan, where are we?
20-some minutes has gone. So
9:37.
Oh, we're a little bit over, so don't get nervous. We're winding down. We're landing this ship.
We'll push that button here in a minute, Dylan. It's okay. Don't freak out or anything.
So
Hope Week, come get a dose.
Yep.
Yes,
Thursday.
get some great food.
Check this out. If you're bored and want to hashtag Hope Week Wellston, hashtag Wellston Hope Dealer. So
like it.
We're hope dealing.
Hope dealing.
We are slinging some hope.
Last time I don't think you can get arrested for that. So
right.
I hope not.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the word hustle, but we are hope dealers. So.
You're hope hustlers.
Maybe we hashtag. Yeah, there you go.
Hustling hope.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks guys so much for coming in.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a message from our friends at Vinton County Bank, and then we'll be back with some weather.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Thanks, guys. All right. Well, we are back, and let's go over your weather forecast. Speaking of some things going on this weekend and the rest of the week, I mean, the schedule is so full of things that are going on. So the good news is today is about the only it's looking like right now the only day that we have rain in the forecast. It was just a little drizzly as I was driving in this morning. Still very, very mild temperatures with highs around 70 degrees. For tomorrow on Wednesday, or hump day, some partly cloudy skies and highs of 73. Looking on to Thursday, are you kidding me? Sunshine and highs of 79, and then looking like those low 80s, mid 70s, all the way through the beginning of your work week. So finally, maybe we'll get a Friday where it doesn't pour down the rain, Dylan. What do you think about that?
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it? I hope it doesn't rain on your graduation.
Yeah, I kind of hope it doesn't too. That would definitely be a bummer.
There was the one year, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, just, oh my God, it was like a monsoon, and they kept it outside because of, the pandemic situation. It was just horrible. I remember.
There is a great picture of Pete Wilson that year huddling under a broken umbrella.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the broken umbrella. You're exactly right. That was it was rough. All right. So what's going on, buddy?
Well, I'm actually really excited because we've been working like nonstop on Endgame, and part 2 is done, and we're going to play that today. And part 3, we're filming after school today and after school tomorrow.
Well, you've gotten these videos done pretty quickly. Good for you.
Yeah, Mr. Rippeth told me, I basically told him there's not a lot of time. I don't know if we'll be able to pull this off. And he said, only do it if you think you can pull it off. Somehow we're pulling it off. Well,
I have faith in you that you will. All right. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to see.
All right,
and if they missed the first episode, let's go back and kind of talk about that.
Okay, so in the first episode, one of our new stars, Tilly, he doesn't really have a name. We've decided his name is going to be this guy. We just thought that'd be funny, and we'll call him Guy for short. People are named Guy. So Guy slipped in the lunchroom on the news show, right on camera, and he spilled his food all over him. A cucumber broke next to him, and he was pretty embarrassed. And it got very popular on TikTok for the media's TikTok channel. Mm-hmm. And he was really mad about that. So when he saw Corbin,
he was super embarrassed.
He was.
Yeah.
So when he saw Corbin, who is like our star, he got really mad at him and was blaming him for everything. He's like, I've literally never seen you before in my life. And then Tilly went on this mission to just like destroy media and everything. Mm-hmm. And he kept sabotaging Corbin's podcast and skits. So Corbin got sick of it and confronted him. And when he confronted him, he used some like powers he's got. It's an infinity stone, but I don't know if people got that reference. But he like kneeled to the ground and went like, ah! And then he summoned a giant banana. The banana.
The banana. The banana is back.
And the banana just freaking destroyed Corbin. He just like shot a banana blast at him and then like body slammed him. Yeah. Then threw him out of the room. So in part 2, Corbin is getting Reagan, runaway Reagan, and salesman Jim and Cole to help him with this situation.
With Guy.
Okay. So they're going to confront each other and some things are going to happen.
Okay. Some stuff and things. Okay. Are we ready to debut the video number 2?
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right,
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Let's do this thing.
Our heroes are off to defeat the one who seeks to end all of media.
Alright, I have no idea what you did earlier, but I'm not going to let you use it to get rid of us.
I will stop at no cost the creative media.
But I bet you.
Let's just say creative media is about to fly.
What's happening?
I'm Salesman Jim. Salesman Jim
challenged the enemy. Reagan has challenged the enemy.
idea. Just give me some time.
I mean, if you're gonna do something, you should probably do it soon.
Reddit's out there. Just let it do so. Huh? Guess I'm doing it now. Alright, you are going down! Move out of the way. Kabadee-ba, zibbity-doo, dabba-dee-ba-da. I summon the warriors of Media's past. Wait, really? This is all we got?
Yes. Yep.
I guess.
Corbin will use his ultimate attack.
Media.
But there is one
charge.
more.
Looks like it's time for me to step in.
The narrator has fallen!
You send 3 people to take on the most powerful man in the universe.
That's 2 more people than you.
It is.
Creative media versus
Oh, wizard attack.
this guy!
Nobody, stop, shaman dissolve. Jibbity-ba, jibbity-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, thanks.
Creative media is frozen!
Alright. Let's do this.
The narrator has joined the battle!
Who's that? That's my job.
It was. Guess I'm stuck with throat. It was me the whole time. It was me.
You guys are sick and twisted.
Well, some stuff and some things happened.
Some stuff and things happened.
A lot of stuff and things. We fit a lot into this 15-minute video in total.
So is there going to be a part 3? I mean, your time is a ticking here, buddy.
Well, we have 3 days, 3 days of school left. I guess 4 counting today. And we have 2 days of filming scheduled. And then we have to fit the editing in, and it has to release this Friday to meet the news show's deadline. So we have to get it done and submitted Thursday. And we have today
in
and
2
tomorrow.
days?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
I was filming yesterday. I'm not wanting to give away any spoilers, but part of the scenes take place outside of the high school, about 30 minutes from here. So me and Corbin got in my car, my green pickle machine.
In the
and
pickle
took off.
mobile.
So we went and we filmed, and I came home and I went to bed, and I woke up today and I was like, man, I am tired, but we got to finish this.
Hey,
And we
nothing
will.
like a deadline.
Yeah, a lot to fit in, but I'm excited for it. It's the biggest project I've ever done. The only one I did that took me this much time, this much editing, and this much filming was for the Cardinal Village Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about, I think they put a cap on about 8 minutes of filming. And this one's going to be 15. And this is involving about the same size of a crew because we got, I'd say about 6 people or 7 people involved. And in Cardinal Village, we had about 5.
Okay.
So this is the second biggest project I've ever done.
Well, the good news is you're just, is it getting easier as you go?
No, it's getting harder.
Well, because you're probably adding more effects and things like that.
Because part 1 was real simple. It was me, Corbin, and Tilly filming. And then Aiden, salesman Jim, was there a little bit. And then this one, it's a much larger crew. And getting such large amounts of people together is hard because everyone's got their own things going on. So it's like, okay, I'm available Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, I'm available Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, I'm available Thursday and Friday. And then it's like, okay, well, I guess we're doing Tuesday and Thursday now.
Right. You got to find everybody's availability.
but somehow the stars aligned and we're all available Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, most people are available Wednesday. Some people are available Tuesday.
Hey, there you go.
I was watching the show Firefly Lane on Netflix, and there's this guy in there, Johnny, and I was wondering what Johnny's job was because I was only paying attention to Tali and this other girl, Kate, but because they're the main characters. But this guy, Johnny, was just in the background a lot, then became more prominent as the series went on. And I started realizing, what is his job? So he'd be like behind the camera shouting and everything. And I'm like, okay, he's directing like me. And then he's like doing this paperwork and stuff and like scheduling everything. I'm like, well, what's he doing? And then I realized that's what I do. So he's a producer. I think I'm a producer, not a director. Or maybe both.
I think you might be all of it, Dylan.
And I'm also the cameraman. So
you're a whole lot of a lot.
I guess I'm like a few different jobs.
Yes.
And editing. But Corbin does a lot of that. Like those little effects, like the little wand shooting and like the particles around him when he became a wizard was me. But like the saxophone battle was him.
That was funny.
Yeah,
and you said they actually were playing the saxophone, right?
They were. They're both part of the band, and they both are. I think like Reagan's like first chair saxophone, and Tilly's like first chair tenor. That's why his saxophone was a bit bigger, tenor sax.
Saxophone wars.
It was pretty fitting though, because I mean, he just turned a gauntlet into a saxophone like that. That came out of nowhere.
That's a little strange. But hey.
He just held that giant gauntlet in the air and a bright light shined, and then boom, he's got a saxophone.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I script a lot of the stories, like making the story and everything, but we usually just like, forget what it's called, improv the lines. But like I wrote that whole story down one night, and I was like, Corbin's going to become a wizard. This is going to be cool. I got to make him a wizard. And then I told Reagan, I want you to go off Tilly for a second while Corbin and Salesman Jim like get a little strategy going here. And then he's like, can I fight him with my sax? Like, can we just have a saxophone battle? And I was like, that's not going to fit. Like, people aren't going to like just hearing you two, like, who can play better. And then we were like, wait a minute. What if we like make the saxophones like fight with notes? And then when it was done, I was like, okay, so you guys are done playing? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, all right, like, just act like you just got defeated. And then there was a table behind him, and he didn't know what to do with the table. So he just like carefully laid down.
Actually, kind of looked like he just went to sleep.
Well, we've done many takes, and one of the takes was Corbin behind him yelling like, go Reagan and stuff. And then when he fell on the table, he laid down like he was going to sleep. And then he was like, no, Reagan, you played too hard. And then we realized that Salesman Jim wasn't in that shot, and I needed him to be near Salesman Jim. And then that guy, Cole, the one that was like, as he was flying off, that guy, he didn't attend filming that day, and he was in the shot. And we're like, okay, we got to redo this, but that was funny.
Not making all the sense.
Yeah, like I said, it's tough when people can't all attend at the same time.
Yeah.
I worked with so many camera angles on that, like just like getting a shot where like, okay, they're over here on the screen, but you won't see them, so they don't need to know you weren't here today.
Yeah. So, very good. So you have like just a couple days to get this part 3 done, and that will kind of wrap up the series. So will we be able to play it here?
Yeah.
On Main Street TV.
Yeah, because if we finish it this week, then we can play it next week.
Well, we will play it for you as soon as it is finished. How's that?
Sounds good.
So, Dylan, as a senior, what are you doing now? Like, is there a lot of school stuff still left, or are you all just kind of wrapping up, or what's a day look like for a senior in high school?
So a normal day for seniors, like my friend Bryce, for example, he's not in anything. So for him, he gets to school, he waits for the class to end, and then he waits for the next class to end, and then the next class, and then the next class. Then he goes to lunch, and then the next class, and the next class, and the next class, and then he's out.
Okay.
That's the tail end of a senior year.
So there are still classes going on.
Yeah, but for us seniors, a lot of us are in senior-only classes or junior and senior-only classes.
Gotcha.
So you can't really like assign a whole lot of work the last week, and no one really feels like it either.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like there is assignments, but they're not
It's
like
not like pizza
assignments.
parties every day,
Like
but
what I did yesterday in 5th period was I wrote down 50 things, like it's split up between a couple days, 50 things I want to do in my lifetime. So
okay.
like there's stuff like that. Like we're not just sitting there the whole time, but there's a lot of sitting.
I think that's
lot of the
kind of
time.
cool though, like to come up with some bucket list stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot. You know, those are fair senior assignments.
Yeah, but for me, it's mainly I get to school after here. I get on my laptop, I start editing, and then my next class I start editing, and then my next class I start editing, and then I film, and then I edit, and then I stay after school and film.
And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you. Okay. Very good. So will you be doing the whole graduation ceremony such thing? Like, will you be walking across the stage and all that?
Yeah. And I think this Thursday we're going to a senior walk down to all the elementary schools and then the middle school, and then we get out early.
Cool. And then so what's your official last day of school?
It'll be this Friday.
This Friday is your official last day of school.
Official last day of like coming in, going through the school day. The following week we do have like stuff Friday, but it's not a school day.
Yeah.
So we'll go in Friday. There's the senior breakfast that's optional,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like I think a ceremony where they pass out everything for
Mhm.
all the classes, best of class and stuff like that.
Like awards,
Yeah,
like a senior
most
assembly.
improved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's a practice for graduation,
Mm-hmm.
and then we actually do graduation.
So practice for graduation. Remember who's on your right. Remember who's on your left. It's a very simple concept. And if everyone lines up that way, it takes about 3 minutes.
I think it takes a lot longer than that, though, don't it?
To line up?
Like to go through the whole graduation.
Well, of course it
process.
takes longer than that.
Yeah, I went to
but
one once and it took like 2 hours.
remember who's on your left and remember who's on your right when you line up. And if
Okay.
everybody remembers who's on their left and who's on their right, it's not hard to line up.
Okay. I'll see how that goes.
That's what we did in high school and that's what we did in college.
Well, I think there's no episode Monday. So after graduation, it'll be Tuesday. After I graduate, I'll be back here. Right?
Wait.
He's getting ahead of himself. You're a week. He's talking about Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the day after. No, the weekend. The day after the weekend after graduation.
Yes, the Monday following your graduation, we will not be here.
Yeah. So
correct.
That Tuesday, we'll see how that went.
Yes. So we will talk about your graduation on Tuesday.
Yeah.
How's that? All right. Well, we appreciate you. We wish you, the best and whatever, because you work so hard and you work a lot harder than certainly I did when I was in high school. And, you keep down jobs, you have internships, you do all this fun stuff too. So, we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Of course. So what are you going to do during the summer before you start college? Are you going to take it easy a little bit?
I am going to take it a little easy. I'm going to become a volunteer advisor for the creative media team after graduation.
Okay.
So I'll be assisting in things from kind of a far distance. And then I think I talked to Courtney and I'll be around here for a little while longer.
Okay.
And then, that's pretty much my plans for the summer, really.
Okay. Well, that's good. Keep you busy. Keep you out of the bars.
I don't think I'd be allowed in a bar.
Probably not. Doesn't stop some people.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, we know you're going to do great things, Dylan, and you have a great work ethic, and keep that up. So tell us a few things that were on your bucket list assignment.
I think I said go to college, get a job in the field I like. Honestly, I don't remember.
I mean,
that was
like,
2 of them. I did
what are like some fun, outrageous things?
Make a successful film. I put that.
Okay.
get people to watch that film. Make a commercial. I always want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I gotcha. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That's what our senior's thinking about.
Yep.
All right. Well, Dylan, you're going to do great things, and we thank you for sharing your creativity with us.
Yep. Anytime.
All right. Well, we do have to get out of here for the day. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we have
Armed Forces Day.
We're going to be talking about Armed Forces Day, which is a whole other great community event that we have coming up. So we look forward to that. All right. Well, have a great day. Have a great day.
Yep, you too.
Thanks. And we'll be right back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, TheTelegramNews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at TheTelegramNews.com.
Check it out.